Blizzard, trying to become the king of censorship out there in the esports scene, and doing so in probably not the best fashion, although I do see what they're doing. I'm trying to explain to you guys the several situations out there, the several instances that Blizzard has actually now fought back and tried to censor the community based off some subtle rumors out there. Of course, most recently, if you guys have not heard about this, I'm not sure I even want to show it to you guys, but this apparently is now a white power symbol. This video is probably now demonetized, but along with that, it seems the sources of this is actually a 4chan rumor, and now going forward, because of a player interview, actually one of the people in the arena or in the stands at the point of this Overwatch player interview, he threw up that same exact sign, and thanks to some tweets out there, it is now being associated with or as a white power symbol.
같은 거나 새로운 전략을 좀 많이 짤 수 있어서 그게 오늘 승리에 좀 기여가 많이 된 것 같아요.
I definitely think that's true because
and this is not the first time that Blizzard had actually tried to do this. As of going forward, they're going to ban the use of that sign and symbol, unfortunately enough. And I say unfortunately because it was started based off of a rumor. And this kind of thing, when it comes to execution, and when you come to actually censoring the community out there and banning these type of things, it's going to be due and cause to a lot of backlash, especially when it starts off from a 4chan rumor. My first thoughts were, if we're going to ban every sign or symbol that 4chan says is associated with a hate group out there, well, you're not going to be doing anything with your hands thus going forward. So first of all, kind of mentioning the backlash as well as the other previous instances we've seen so far in the Overwatch community, as well as with Blizzard, it's happened several times before. If you guys remember back in last year, I believe it was actually towards March or April, XQC was also involved because he's just doing XQC things, and it came in the spam of the emote known as the TriHard emote. Actually frequently became spam whenever an African-American Overwatch player was playing a game. So I do understand, right? A lot of these things have a lot more clarity to them because pros or former pros like XQC was kind of feeding into this. He himself was actually suspended and given a fine for spamming the TriHard emote during TriHex's stream. TriHex is actually notoriously known for where the TriHard emote even came from. XQC spammed that emote 187 times, according to himself in an interview as well, and therefore got the suspension and the fine along with it. So things like that, they do make a little bit of sense because, but it's really a touchy subject to talk on. Of course, if you guys remember as well, the Pepe the Frog, that meme was also banned from use of players in their social media accounts. Players like Sinatra, players like Pine, a lot of players out there were actually found deleting those pictures because Blizzard did not want them to be used on any social media accounts, because Pepe was also a direct correlation or rumored to be the same symbol representation of the hate groups out there, just like the AOK. I probably shouldn't be using it, just like the AOK sign, just as well as the TriHard emote. The way that people were using it, it seemed offensive, and that's why Blizzard put an end to it. And then very last, if you guys remember, most recently as well, it was during the Contender series where it was Blizzard requiring Blizzard logins to their Twitch accounts so they could actually supposedly more closely monitor what people were actually saying in the Twitch chats. I haven't heard anything really come of this ever since, but when it was actually first announced, a lot of backlash. So that is 4 times so far censorship. I think each and every moment has its nuances, of course, its reasonings behind that. And so I really open the question to what you guys think about this as well, because I think a majority of the community out there finds it as a big joke, but I do understand. I do really understand, for the few of you who actually agree with me here, where Blizzard is coming from. They do not put up with anything they think is correlating to a racist group, of course, you know, white power groups, any sort of supremacist group, as well as any sort of hate group out there. They do not put up with it, even if it's just a tiny correlation, or, you know, just a mad rumor out there actually going and spreading even faster now that they've actually banned it. But either way, they do not put up with this kind of thing. They have taken this stance time and time again. I've just told you guys 3 instances there, plus of course the Twitch chat. They are trying to make a stand against these things being used in offensive ways. But I will say, on the side of what many of you guys are thinking, the execution, the thought at heart is a great thought, right? They're trying to protect people out there who are offended by these things. There are racist people out there. There are heavy, you know, opinionated people out there who are not good people. But is it really the Overwatch community using these things in those fashions? I don't think so. Maybe you guys think so. I've never seen someone do this or use Pepe, and I've never thought about it that way. But there are people who do think about it that way and are offended. So I respect it in one manner. They are taking a common stance. I expect this to come in the future as well. If all of a sudden another emote out there is being used in a fashion they think is offensive to, let's say, you know, Caucasian players out there or Korean players, they will also sequentially ban the use of that as well. So I respect that. But when it comes down to the execution of this, and of course giving more power to the word or to the sign or symbol, because before this I really did not even know or think about this as well, they almost give it more power, and it's almost like a reverse effect. I'm more curious what you guys think about this. It's become a bit of a joke over the last week or so as well, but I do see both sides of it. I think I do, but I'm just overall very curious what's going to happen in the future if these kind of things do continue. How many things can you ban? How many things can you censor in the community before it's too much? As of right now, I don't think it's going to make much of an impact besides people just laughing at the face of Blizzard for the execution of the entire thing. But as always, hope you guys all enjoy it. My name is Jake. Hopefully going to see you back here next time with some better news out there. But until next time, guys, take care.